Yes, dear students, in this video I will take scalars and vectors. You know, in physics there are a big number of physical quantities, and here in class 11 we have to understand the difference between two quantities which are called scalars and vectors. So, which physical quantities are scalars? Actually, I have started this topic because in next coming videos you will find force, etc. So scalar quantity, in my opinion, I differ by definition written in the books. People say scalars are those which have magnitude, but I differ. I can say like that, no problem. Scalars, the physical quantities, the physical quantities which can be totally understood by knowing their magnitude only. Magnitude only are called scalars. Magnitude, I found students are confused with magnitude. What is magnitude? I say my age is 60 years. So 60 years is the magnitude of my age. You say my height is 5 foot 10 inch. So 5 foot 10 inch is the magnitude of your height. And you can know, there is no confusion in telling. If I say my age is 70 years, or I have studied today continuously for 3 hours. So 3 hours is the magnitude of time interval which I have used in studying, in doing work. So that is magnitude. Please understand the meaning of magnitude. The number and unit tells the magnitude of a measured quantity. Just like you say, distance between two banks of road is 10 meter. So 10 meter is the magnitude, and we have got it, width of the road is 10 meter. So that way the physical quantities which can be totally understood by knowing their magnitude only are called scalars. In other words, you can say, the physical quantities, you can say, the physical quantities which have magnitude only are called scalars. For example, so actually, why I have written this thing? I was confused when I study vector have. Where do they have? Have has means possession से मतलब था थोड़ा. If you go to English literature, then it means कि you possess. Possession से होता है. But here something matter is different. Only magnitude By knowing only magnitude, we can know the quantity. I told you I studied today for 3 hours, so that 3 hours is interval time. But people write in their books and in their notes the physical quantities which have magnitude, which have magnitude only are called scalars. For example, mass. You can write, for example, mass, distance, time, speed, work, power, energy, pressure. Many things are like latent heat, वो heat ही है, etc. A big number of physical quantities are there which can only be understood by their magnitudes. And addition, subtraction, multiplication of scalars follow the laws of simple arithmetic and algebra. I think it is clear what are scalars. I mean, so scalar quantities are those which we can understand totally by knowing its magnitude only. And nothing more description is required to explain what is vector. Oh, sorry, scalar. What is? Now I come to vector. Vectors. People call in Hindi Sadish vector, but there is no need to know the meaning of in Hindi. You have to understand the definition. There are many physical quantities which we cannot understand by knowing its magnitude only. For example, if I say a student in my classroom can displace the table 3 meters, displace the table 3 meters from its position, then that child will think very first, in which direction I should displace, left, right, or north, east, south, west. So many questions will come out. So that such quantities which needs the magnitude and direction for their complete description or complete understanding, those are called vector quantities. I define like this. The physical quantities, which can be totally understood by knowing their magnitude and direction are called vectors. I think you have got this example. I said I ordered a student to displace the table in the classroom 3 meters. So naturally he will ask which direction, sir. So that direction and magnitude has to be told, only then my order will be complete. If I say only displace 3 meters, then the order is not complete in itself. Or in other words, you can say the physical quantity which have magnitude and direction. ये भी कह सकते हैं, लेकिन वो have possession वाली बात I could not understand in my student life, and to make student clear, I thought lot of time how to tell what is vector. Then I got this sentence, a physical quantity which can be totally understood. In science, we have to understand the things, not to only to know the word meaning, etc. We have to go into the thing, understanding. So I told that physical quantities which can be totally understood by knowing their magnitude and direction are vector quantities. Or you can write in other words, you can say, but also not wrong. But problem is there in understanding. In other words, the physical quantities which have magnitude and direction both are called vectors. For example, displacement. Displacement, velocity, acceleration. Now, while learning the terms, it is difficult to understand because I have made inquiries with people from people about the direction of velocity, acceleration, and many people could not explain me what direction acceleration. We will learn it later on. Acceleration, force, momentum, angular momentum, torque, which is also called as moment of force. Because you are learner in class 11 and you might not have heard moment of force or torque. So you may say, what is this? But we learned this year in class 11. What is turning effect of force? That effect which makes a thing rotate, in fact, is moment of force. Angular velocity, angular acceleration, etc. There are many like electric field intensity, magnetic field intensity, gravitational field, electric field, that simple way. They are in fact vectors. These are many examples. I keep on writing, there is no end. In next video, I will take many things about vector. Simply, I will take how to represent vector, how to add vectors in next video. Thank you.